Okay, excuse me. Okay, Twitch. Okay, YouTube. Let's try this one more time. Now that my mic is on, let's learn something. Here is how to master chord inversions with Ableton Live. Let's imagine that you want to improve your facility with playing, no, let's say you want to master playing the inversions of D flat major. Let me show you D flat major on the piano. And again, that is let me turn up the sound of my piano in my headphones. Okay. Now, let me show you what we can do with Ableton Live. The idea is I will program each of those inversions individually into Ableton Live. Actually, let's back up. What is an inversion? Let's start with the chord D flat major. If you know some music theory, you know that this note is D flat. And you know that if you count up from D flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's the first interval you need to play here. And from there, if you count up 1, 2, 3, that's the second interval you need to play. And those notes by name are D flat, F, A flat. Again, D flat, F, A flat. What if we used the same note names but in a different order? So we can put the D flat on top. Notice how this D flat and this D flat sound nice together. In contrast, a D flat and a D, they don't sound so nice together. D flat and D sound nice together, and that's reflected in the theory because by giving them the same note name. Where was I? Oh, yes. So instead of playing D flat, F, A flat, what if we played F, A flat, D flat? It's still a D flat chord, but now it's in first inversion because it's been reordered. Root position, first inversion. We can go on to second inversion by playing A flat, D flat, F. That's A flat, D flat, F. And here it is all together. And now if we go up again, then we have, what do we have? We have D flat, F, A flat for root position again. Just playing them out around a little bit there. Don't worry about how that happened. Where was I? Oh yes, now that I've talked about those inversions of A flat major, D flat major, let's program them into Ableton. Let's go nice and slow, 60 beats per minute. And I'm in the session view where I can, and I have 2-bar counted and I have the metronome turned on. I'm going to click record here. I'm going to just record a clip. Okay, let's play that back and make sure that it works. And I will quantize these. There's that. Now I have a recording of myself playing D flat major into Ableton. And let me give you a preview of what's going to happen for practice. I'm going to be able to play this back and listen and come along to this second track where I need to put in, oh, sorry, I'm trying to talk over the metronome there. Drag grand piano to the second track and push that to the right channel, and then I can turn off the metronome for now. I could listen to the grand piano playing D flat major, and I can hear, oh, that sounds like that one, and I can play it in the right ear. It's pretty simple when there's only one choice to choose from, but let's add the next choice in. And the third inversion, excuse me, I misspoke. This is root position. This is first inversion. And here comes second inversion. Quantize that, even though it's pretty darn close. Now, I could go along and listen and play to these individually. Okay, there's oops. Wait, did I record in the wrong one? That's funny. I recorded the wrong inversion here. Well, let me show you a trick. I can take the bottom note and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And now it should be the correct inversion. Yes, okay. Now is the time to do some Ableton magic and make this more interesting. I select one of these clips, then I select all of these clips, then I go to Launch tab, and instead of follow action, I activate follow action, and yeah, let's do next for now. So let's just listen to what happens when I click play on the first clip. Do you hear what happened? It played them in order. So that's one way I can practice. I can play it in order, listen along, and play the chords myself. Let's try and see how that sounds. Okay, that's one way to practice, but how can we make this a little bit more interesting and a little bit more challenging? I'd say in the following way. We can select all three of these clips, and under Launch and Follow Action, we can say Any. Now this will randomly choose between the three as the next clip to play. Let's listen to that now. If you were watching, you would have seen that it played this first clip, or if I'm being computer sciencey, I could call it the zeroth clip. And in fact, I will call it the zeroth clip. And that's root position. I'll use a closed fist to say root position. Then it jumped to the first inversion. I'll use a 1 for first inversion. Then it played the first inversion again. Then it jumped back to the root position. Let's let it continue. Now here's where it gets really interesting. I'm going to close my eyes. Well, first I'm going to press play, but then I'll close my eyes and listen to the inversions there. And by the third time it plays the chord, I will attempt to play it along with Ableton. So this is training my ears to recognize which inversion is playing, and it's training my fingers to find and play that inversion on the piano. And that brings us to the title of this session, How to Master Chord Inversions with Ableton Live. Oops. Hopefully you see how that was working. I will say I'm going to make one adjustment, which is instead of the any option, I'll choose the any other option. So this way it won't ever repeat. It'll always jump to a different one. Let's try that way. Okay, I'd say that's good for now. Let me bring you back to the main camera. So there it is, how to master chord inversions using Ableton Live. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to end the stream here. Goodbye Twitch, goodbye YouTube. Thank you and may you be well.